coronavirus, wearing just one mask no longer cuts it for the New York Times. The paper reporting one mask is good, would two be better? Some of the nation's most prominent people have begun to double up on masks, a move that researchers say is increasingly being backed up by data. But how reliable is that data? Joining me now is Dr. Scott Jensen, physician, Minnesota State Senator. Dr. Jensen, why stop at two? That's what I say, when you could as easily wear 3 or perhaps 5 masks.
You're exactly right, Laura. Actually, I did the math, and if you're going to have a 5 micron pore size, you probably should do 10 layers, and that would be good. But in the article, it speaks specifically that if you go more than 2 layers, then it might be hard to breathe. And this is exactly what parents have been saying, is let my child play without endangering his or her life. This is not science.
No, you see, though, prominent people, I believe, was it Mitt Romney we saw, guys, wear a double mask? I think Biden even pushed 2 masks are better than 1. Yeah, and we'll watch. Listen.
I walked in here with this mask, but I have one of the N95 masks underneath it. I left it in my dressing room, the room I was in before I got here. And so I think it matters what we say.
So it matters what we say. A mask is not a political statement. California, what do they have? 98% mask usage, and they have the worst outbreak in the country. What's happening there? Maybe they need to double up, Dr. Jensen.
Well, you're exactly right. If you actually look at mask compliance, it doesn't reflect a reduction in disease cases. And the study in Denmark was pretty clear. If you wore masks all the time or you didn't wear a mask at all, both situations averaged out to about 2% COVID-19 being contracted over a 30-day period.
I think the author of that study tried to back away, saying no one should think that masks aren't good, though. I mean, he kind of got some blowback for that, so he kind of stepped back. But anytime you mention the issue of masks, people just freak out and say you're an anti-masker or a denier. But it is curious that in states where we have such great mask compliance, you still have such a big spread of the disease, which is obviously terrible.
I think one of the things that's going to happen is we're going to end up getting catastrophes from the kids being put through this. And then we're going to sit there and pull our hair out and say, oh, woe is me, I wish we would have known. Well, we can figure this out. We should follow the science, and the science that's emerging over the last few months is mostly observational studies. It's not good, solid science. And I don't think we're going to be able to find that science until this thing is over, and then we can finally have some objective, reproductive, blinded studies done.
And Dr. Jensen, do you think that if children are outside playing or sweating, a lot of kids reuse masks, you know they do, or they get them dirty, they're always touching them? That obviously reduces their effectiveness greatly, correct?
Absolutely. I think a lot of kids are breathing in and out sort of a flexible petri dish of organisms, whether it's bacteria, virus, fungus. I mean, that's what we're asking them to do. Breathe it in and out, and it'll make you well.
I can't hear anyone in the mask. I consider Nancy Pelosi, that's kind of a good thing, but when she's doing them, I can't hear what she's saying. They need a scroll for everyone speaking. It's like, I can't hear anybody. All right, Dr. Jensen, thank you so much. And earlier this week, one of the most vindictive and power-hungry COVID tyrants suddenly reversed his stance on shutting down businesses.